Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing. We are glad in it. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. If you're coming on, joining me live, I want to say welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. Today is Wednesday, W-I-N-S Day, Wednesday, August the 23rd, 2023. And you, my friend, are watching the Ramonepreston Show. Thank you for joining us live. If you would be so kind, could you put in the comments what city you're watching your boy from? Let me know where you're watching me from, who you represent. Put in the comments what city you're watching us from today. For those of you that don't know, my name is Ramonepreston, and I am the host of the Ramonepreston Show. Every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, my team and I, we show up here. Shout out to Nigeria over on IG. My team and I, we show up here every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, to really share information with you, to give you value, to show you that if you're an entrepreneur, if you have desires or dreams to be an entrepreneur, that you can put together the right strategies, the right methods, and you can properly start, structure, and scale any business to 6 figures and beyond. I know I can validate that because I've been able to do it myself. We have built a 7-figure organizational enterprise. I can't wait for the day that I'm able to say, you know what, we're a $10 million company. I can't wait for the day that I can say we're a $50 million company. But until then, at least I know I have created enough success. I've stacked enough wins over the course of 20 years to validate what I share with you on this show. Now, of course, I'm only limited to an hour, maybe 45 minutes or so every day to give you information on this live. So I'm not always able to go deep into a lot of the concepts and principles that we talk about on the show, but I do my best to share as much information with you. But if for some reason you're watching the show, you get information and you feel like you need to know more, my team is always in the comments. So you can look inside of the comments on the platforms that you're watching the show from, and you should see my team members. They will put their information in the comments. There will be a number that you can text or call and respond to. And we have Millionaire concierges that are here in our office every day, available to answer your questions, available to give you any information that you need, whether it's about starting and structuring a holding company, whether it's about creative tax strategies, financial literacy, sales, marketing, systems, processes. We teach all of this inside of our university training platform. We offer mentorship programs inside of our university platform, and we have students and mentees who regularly tell us that what they're learning and what they're getting on our platform is changing and transforming their lives. And if you are watching today on this beautiful Wednesday, the 23rd day of August, if you're watching us live, and if you are a student or a mentee in any of our programs, please let the world know by putting in the comments, I'm a student. Put in the comments, I'm a mentee. Maybe you are a client. Maybe we've consulted you, or maybe you bought some program from us and there was no long-term relationship. Maybe it was just a one-time purchase you made. I would love to get feedback from you and would love for you to let the world know, at least inside of this chat and in these comments, that you're getting value from what we share with you. So thank you for joining the show today. I want to take a few minutes to talk about creative revenue strategies. So if we were all in a room, I would ask all of you, by a show of hands, how many of y'all want to make more money in your business? So I'm asking you that question. How many of y'all really want to make some more money in your business? How many of you could use some creative revenue strategies? Now, this is a whole training that I do inside of one of my courses on the Millionaire Blueprint. I'm not going to get into all the weeds, but one of the topics that I do a deep dive lesson on is the topic of understanding revenue strategies, okay? And so today I want to just share with you some creative revenue strategies. If you've never heard that phrase, a revenue strategy, let me explain to you what a revenue strategy is. And the reason why I wanted to have this conversation today is because 23 days ago, we launched a new business venture here under the banner, under the umbrella of Ramonepreston Enterprises. This new business venture is called RP Capital. So it is a real estate investment and asset management company. We just officially launched it 23 days ago on August the 1st. And I can tell you right now, for the last 23 days or 22 days, the day is the 23rd day. For the last 22 days, I'm telling you right now, we have been working our butts off getting this new business venture off the ground. It has been a work. And I'm telling you now, even though I have an established business for consulting, coaching, and education, my wife and I, we have a real estate team. My wife is the lead real estate consultant. She is extremely successful as a real estate agent, like she has been for over 20 years. She's crushing it. But this new business venture has reminded me, and it's reminded my team, how hard it is to start a new business as an entrepreneur. So all y'all that are entrepreneurs, you out there scrapping and you struggling and you trying to make it happen and you trying to figure out, like, how can you just make $1 out of 15 cents and just make it work today so that you can wake up and have a business tomorrow. I feel your pain. I understand exactly what you're going through. And even though I have a successful, structured, stable business on one side, over here with this new business venture, it's a whole new situation. It's a whole new lituation. And I feel the entrepreneur's pain. I feel the entrepreneur's pressure. I understand the entrepreneur's dilemma. Because this new business venture that we've been on for 23 days, it has reminded me how important it is to generate revenue. So today I just want to talk a little bit about creative revenue strategies. So I'm just going to share with you some creative revenue strategies, just some things that you can do to create new revenue if creating new revenue is important to you. And if you're a business owner, whether you're a solo dolopreneur, whether you got a virtual assistant, a couple team members, or whether you got 20 staff members, I'm telling you, generating revenue is critical. You already know what it is to the success of your business. If you ain't making money, you're going to end up out of business. So it's about generating revenue. Now, of course, as I mentioned, I want you to understand what revenue strategies are, because that's what we're talking about today. Creative revenue strategies. Well, a revenue strategy is simply a plan. A revenue strategy is simply a plan that highlights how you as a business owner or how your business will maximize its income streams and its overall profits. So when you think about the phrase or the term revenue strategies, I want you to think about how you as a business owner are going to implement certain plans of actions to maximize your income streams and to maximize your overall profits. I think every business owner wants to maximize their income streams. Am I correct? Every business owner wants to maximize their overall profits. Well, in order for you to successfully and effectively maximize your income streams in your business and your overall profits, you have to have a plan. You have to put a plan of action. This is where revenue strategies come in at. So I want you to remember that term, revenue strategies, okay? And when you think about revenue strategies, think about plans of action that you are putting together as the leader of your business to increase your revenue, to increase your income, to increase your profits. Revenue strategies are all about income. They're all about profits. That's what revenue strategies are all about. So that means whatever you're doing in your business that is directly associated to a revenue strategy, it has to have a direct impact on your income. It has to have a direct impact on your profits. Now, why am I putting so much emphasis behind this when it sounds so elementary and fundamental? Here's why. A lot of entrepreneurs, they don't have revenue strategies. They've got all these other strategies because they are not prioritizing income and profits. They are prioritizing everything else. So if your business, if your side hustle, if your little gigs ain't generating enough revenue, you got to get off of all the other stuff that you're doing and put all your energy, all your focus, all your brain space towards how can I increase my income? How can I increase my profits? How can I maximize a plan of action that gives me more revenue? All right. So here are some creative revenue strategies that I want to share with you, which, by the way, I mentioned earlier. So let me mention again before I get into some of these creative strategies. If you have a question that you need answered, if you hear something that you want more information on, if I start talking about a topic or a concept or a principle that you need to get in your possession, whether it's in the form of a course or just a consultation, all you need to do is look in the comments, look inside of the chat on this live, on this video, on this channel and platform, and you're going to see my team members have put their information in the chat. They put their information in the comments. These are my millionaire concierges. This is my squad. They make themselves available literally 7 days a week. I mean, you can take that number and call them on a Saturday or Sunday, and they're going to respond to you because, number one, they understand the importance of revenue. Number one, they understand the importance of getting the bag. They understand the importance of making an impact and providing the highest level of service to their clients because that's what they are taught and trained and led by me to do. So again, if you have any questions, if you need any other information, or if there's something you hear that you want some clarity on, just take the number, one of the numbers that you see in the chat or the comment, and text that number or reach out to them and call them, and they're going to get in touch with you. They're going to answer your question and give you whatever information you need. Okay. So now let's get back to creative revenue strategies. I want to share some creative revenue strategies. What are some things that you could do as a small business owner, as a solopreneur, or even with a side hustle to generate revenue creatively? Well, number one, you can maximize your current profits. All right. Maximize current profits. This is one way to generate new revenue. Maximize current profits. So what it is, what you do here is you look at what products that you're already selling, what services that you already provide, and how can you maximize your current profits. If you're already making money, you have, like my grandma would say, you done already won half the battle. If you have figured out a way as an entrepreneur to come up with an idea and have a product or have a service and sell it and be compensated for it, you have won half the battle. So one of the most creative revenue strategies that you can implement and execute as a small business owner is to maximize your current profits. Just look at what you're already doing and figure out how can I maximize that. So how can you maximize? So for example, if you have a product that you sell, but you're only selling a certain number of those products and you can't sell more of those products, or if you have a certain service or program or something that you're offering and you've sold one or a couple or quite a few, but it's periodic, it's iffy. We all go through this. I go through this in my own company. We have a big day today. We have a low day tomorrow. We have a large day the next day. We have a small day. So we all fight the temptation of inconsistency. But one of the creative revenue strategies is for you to maximize your current profits. Here's some ways you can maximize your current profits. You need to be on more social media platforms. You need to create content around your products and services. Maybe you need to start a show. Okay? Like, I got a lot of things that I could be doing in the 12 o'clock noon hour, Monday through Friday, instead of being live on a show for free. But guess what? This is a part of me maximizing my current profits. Because if you listen to me enough, if you learn enough from me, if you get acquainted with me and connected with me, somehow, some way, someday, you may feel like we need to build a deeper relationship. It don't always work like that, but at least you give yourself some at-bats. The more I show up every day like I do on social media, the more people criticize me. Yes, I get criticized. The more people troll me. Yes, I get trolled. But also the more people who reach out to me to want to do business with me. I do business with more people today that I've never met and don't personally know than the people I do know. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you look at the number of people that are students in my programs, mentees in my coaching, or if they've done any type of business with me, they bought an online course, they purchased something, I've got more people that I've never met and I don't know that do business with my company than the people I do know or grew up with. Why is that? Because I have figured out ways to maximize my current profits, and one way is to create content. So I take all of the products and services that I have. I'm an educator. I have an educational platform for business and ministry. I'm a preacher. I'm a speaker. I'm a leader. I'm a business consultant. I'm a coach. I understand finances. I understand real estate and investing. My wife and I, we serve clients in all of these areas. So I take my experience and my expertise and I package it in the form of shows and courses, and I package it in the form of videos and content so that I can ultimately maximize my current profits. So that this is one creative revenue strategy for you to maximize your current profits. So if you're already making money, look for more ways to get that product and service into more people. So I have a lot of people who say, well, listen, I got a product or service and I want to go to this networking event, or I want to go to this bazaar, or I want to go to this social gathering that's going on, and I want to pass cards out. There is really no greater way to get attention in 2023 than from the internet. What you need to do is open up a bigger, larger distribution for your content, meaning that you need to be on all these platforms. You need to be pushing content regularly, and you need to be giving people something that's valuable. You need to be sharing things with people that are helpful, not stuff that's just trying to benefit you to sell something, even though you want to sell your product and service. I don't have a problem with somebody giving me value, and then while they give me value, they offer me a product. They offer me a service. I think that's awesome. I think it's business. I think it's professional, and I appreciate that. As a matter of fact, as a business professional, as a salesperson, as a marketer, as a leader of my company, I don't like to listen to people who never give me an offer. And then they always say, well, I ain't selling you nothing. I ain't got nothing to sell you. Well, I really want you to sell me something. I want to do business with you, especially if I like you and I trust you and what you're saying is helping me, okay? So number one, you want to maximize your current profits. And the best way to maximize your current profits is to get in front of more people. You want to get in front of more people. What is another creative revenue strategy? Reach out. This is a creative revenue strategy. Reach out to former customers and clients. All right. So that means if you've done business with anybody in the past, you need to be reaching out to them today. You need to be calling them. Hey, how you doing? Everything good? Did you use the product? Did the service help you? What is the one thing that you would change if you bought that service again? You need to start a new conversation. I heard one of my mentors say in his training video that you have to treat current customers and former customers like you've never done business with them before. Like mentally, you have to check out of the fact that I do business with this person or I've done business. And one of my mentors is a master at this because almost every day, his company still calls my company, and any number that they have, they're going to call. They call my staff, my team. If they got anybody's number, they're going to call them. And I appreciate that. I love it. It doesn't bother me. It don't aggravate me. It don't get on my nerves because they're setting an example of what I should be doing. I should be willing to do business with you today, and then next week be willing to reach out to you for more business if it requires us to have a deeper relationship. Because that's a part of not just being a professional, but it's a part of making an impact with the things that you believe could help people. All right. So another creative revenue strategy is for you to reach out to former customers and clients. Now, if you listen to me enough, you already know how I feel about having a script, having some type of sales process, having a professional way of communicating with former clients and customers, current clients and customers, or just people who could be potential clients and customers. You need to have a script, a sales script. You don't have to go word for word with it, but you need a guide. You need an outline. You need to know what type of conversation are you going to have with people who used to do business with you. Some of them might be disappointed. Some of them might be disgruntled. Some of them might not be 100% satisfied. Listen to this. And it's not always because the product or service wasn't good. It may be because they didn't believe in themselves or they just didn't use it the way they were supposed to use it. So you have a duty to reach back out to them because maybe there's another opportunity for you to do more business with them or at least provide them a better service, right? So that's another way. Here's another creative revenue strategy. You can double down on existing customers. Double down on existing customers. As I said, my mentor, he is a master at this, and I appreciate him so dearly. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to give y'all a recent story. I always try to use recent, relevant stories. So we had a gentleman, I think earlier this year, he reached out to us. He found me on the internet or something. Somehow he reached out to us, and he purchased one of our courses. I think this was earlier this year. He purchased one of our courses and, he had access to it. He paid the money and that was the business transaction. He wanted this course about holding companies. He wanted to learn how to put his own holding company together. He bought our holding company course and our startup kit and he had access to it. Well, my team regularly calls anybody who is on our list, whether they are potential clients, former clients, or existing clients. But because my team was relentless in continuing to double down on an existing customer, an existing client, we did not assume or take the position that this person was good. We took the position that he might not know everything he needs to know. He's learning, he wants education, he paid for the course, but maybe he hasn't been able to figure out what he needs to do to put his holding company together. This is a real, relevant, recent example that I really want you to understand. So because they were persistent in doubling down on an existing client or student that we had, a customer, about a month ago, maybe less than a month ago, it might have been like 3-4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago. I mean, it was like real recent. They reach out to him, set up an appointment, we get on the phone, and we start talking about him wanting us to file and form his paperwork because and these were his words, not verbatim, but basically what he was saying to me, and he told my team who initiated the conversation. He basically said, I bought the course. I haven't been able to even start on the course, so I haven't gotten anything from the course. So, but now I need my holding company and my operating company set up. He needed a couple entity set up. He said, I'm willing to pay you guys to do it since y'all provide the service. He said, my only thing is I'm going to be in Atlanta. I want to come to the office, visit in person, have an opportunity to meet you in person to do business, because this was a big deal. He was spending like several $1,000s to get this company infrastructure set up. He came by that day. We had a brief consultation. He paid on the spot. And then a couple weeks later, after all the paperwork was filed, he got his operating agreements, all his paperwork. When we talked with him about a week or so after that, here's what his response was. His response was, man, I appreciate y'all so much for continuing to communicate with me, stay in touch, never let me off the hook, and thank y'all that y'all put my whole business together. And here's what he said, I want to join your mentorship program now. And that's what he said on the phone. And so he was like, but just give me a week or so. We was like, okay, no problem. And guess what my team did a week later? Reach back out to him. One day I'm sitting in the office last week. They say he's on the phone. He wants to speak with you. We get on the phone. He's like, listen, I'm in. What do I need to do? He joined our mentorship program. I'm just showing you, if you're watching, you know who I'm talking about. If he's watching this show, first of all, I want to say thank you for trusting us. But he was telling me on the phone, I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know how y'all have changed my life, because once we set up everything, he started going through the courses. And by the time we talked to him to sign him up for the mentorship, he was like, oh my God, I can't believe I've been missing all this information. So that's literally 3 different transactions over the course of 8 or 9 months, I think, at least 6 or 7 months. 3 different transactions that took place because we doubled down on existing customers. See, a lot of you entrepreneurs need to get this out of your mind that you putting pressure on people, you feel uncomfortable. It's because you got a problem selling your product and service. My mentor, one of my mentors always says, to the degree that you are sold, you will sell. Do you understand what I just said? To the degree that you are sold, you will sell. So if you ain't sold, that's why you ain't gonna sell. A lot of people have a problem selling and doubling down and following up and knocking on the virtual or telephone or email or text message or physical doors because they have a problem selling. They're not sold. So to the degree that you're sold, you will sell. Man, I'm dropping bombs. I hope y'all feeling me today. Here's another creative revenue strategy. You can increase your average deal size. Increase your average deal size. Do you understand what I mean by that? So when I say increasing your average deal size, what I mean by that is you can take whatever the average sale price is for your products and services and increase the size of that deal. So if your average sale is $20, increase it to $50. If your average sale price of a product or service is $500, come on, baby, stop playing with me. If your average sale price is $500, figure out a way to increase it to $1,500. So of course that means you're going to have to add more services or add more products, but figure out how you can increase your average deal size. This includes, listen to this, this includes having a base price and adding on features. So you can have a base price, your base price can be $500 or your base price can be $20, but you add on features to increase the price to $50. So you give more value. You offer more products, more services. I've done this multiple times, and there are some products and programs right now I'm working on modifying the price, but adding more value, adding more features and services. Another way you can increase your average deal size is by upselling and recommending a better product or a better plan. So sometimes if you've got especially if you're in like the coaching and consulting space, or if you are in the service-based business, you may have a $50 plan. I'm just giving an example. You may have a $10 plan, and you may have a $100 plan. So one of the ways you increase your average deal size is upselling and recommending a better product or plan. So somebody might come through your door wanting the $10 program. Well, it's your responsibility. This is why you need a script and you need a sales process. This is why you need to train like me and my team do, like any professional needs to. You need to get better at structuring your deals, offering valuable products and services, and having different options so that if someone does come through the door for $10, you're able to take them to 100 and show them what the value is if they did the 100 as opposed to the 10. And maybe they say, well, 100 is too much. Well, 10 is not giving you enough. Maybe you'll land at 50, but you've increased your average deal size by $40 if the average one is 10. So this is how you upsell and recommend a better product or a better plan. And again, all this stuff I'm telling you, it means nothing if you ain't giving away value. If you ain't providing a lot of value. Like one of my programs that I have in my university, I'm changing it back to its original price. I had it discounted for about a year and a half. I had it discounted, like 30% discounted. And now we're moving it back up, but we are adding new features to the new price. So it's not like we're just moving up the price because of inflation. We're taking it back to its original price and we're adding certain features and benefits to the new price that at the old price, people would have had to pay additional money to get those services. So it's working for us, and we're already testing it, and we're going to finalize it within the next week or so. Another way you can increase your average deal size is by cross-selling and recommending additional products. So for example, here is your business. You got products, you got services, you have your packages, you have your prices. Well, you can cross-sell because you can also offer what your friend has or what a colleague has and create this hybrid bundle that not only gives them what you have, but it also gives them what your partner or someone that you have some type of affiliate relationship with has. That's a powerful, creative way to increase your revenue. I'm gonna give y'all one more. I have so many of them, but I'm gonna give y'all one more. You can simply add new products and services. That's an easy one. Just add new products and services. That's all you can do. Like just add new products and services. A lot of times what I find out, some entrepreneurs don't want to add new products and services to their lineup because they feel like they're going to be committed to more work. Well, some of your products and services may not have to be physical. Some of them might be intellectual. Some of them might be digital. Do you understand what I'm saying? So all your products and services don't have to be physical products and services. You can create some products and services that are just digital products and services. Do you understand? All right, let's see here. We have a couple questions. I'm going to stop there, y'all. Listen, I want you to look in the comments, look in the chat if you want to join me next Saturday, September the 2nd, for my one-day business boot camp. I'm going to be hosting a one-day boot camp. It's going to be a virtual deep dive. It's not in person. You don't have to leave the comfort of your home. You don't have to travel to Atlanta. You could just virtually join me. It's going to be a one-day virtual business boot camp, and I'm going to be teaching on 4 main wealth building principles: how to start and structure holding companies, how to build an asset management division in your holding company, how to become an asset manager, how to accumulate assets and integrate them into your business, how to implement creative tax strategies to minimize your taxes and maximize your deductions, and how to create a general operating system so you can track all the data of your sales, marketing, financial, administrative activities and your executive activities. So I'm going to be teaching on those 4 wealth building principles. This is a one day business boot camp, okay? Saturday, September the 2nd, 2023 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'll be answering all your questions, any questions you have about holding companies, any question that you have about asset management, creative tax strategies, operational systems and processes. I'm going to be answering all those questions for you. Okay, so I want you to take me up on it. I'm offering you 1 VIP ticket to my upcoming boot camp. This is a virtual boot camp. This is a business boot camp. And then I'm giving you 1 whole year of limited access to 4 training programs. So these 4 training programs are going to be on holding companies, asset management. Come on, baby. My board is acting up today. Why is you acting up on me? 4 training. So these 4 training programs are going to be centered around holding companies. You're going to have access to this whole program for 1 year. Holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and systems and processes. So I want to give you systems and processes. Let's write that down so you can get it. I know my writing is sloppy. So if you want access to 4 courses, unlimited access, okay? And if you would like to join me for my 1-day virtual business boot camp, I want to give you all of that, okay? 1 VIP ticket to my virtual boot camp and 1 year access to all 4 of my courses. I'm giving it away. This is literally a giveaway for $97. There's nowhere on the planet you're going to get 1 year access to 4 training programs for holding companies, which includes a startup kit to show you how to start your own holding company, how to draft your own operating agreements, how to build out your divisions and your subsidiaries. A program you're going to get for 1 year on asset management. I show you exactly how to become an asset manager in your business. It's the same thing that I've done to accumulate assets and integrate them into my business. I'm going to give you a program for 1 year on creative tax strategies. I'm going to show you how to actually become more efficient as a CEO when it comes to your financial activities. You got to know enough to keep your financial activities correct. And then I'm going to give you a program on operational systems and processes. I show you how to put a general operating system together. Okay, so for all of you that are watching, if you want to take me up on this $97 offer, you get the 1 VIP ticket to join me live on our virtual platform on Saturday, September the 2nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm going to deep dive into holding companies. There's nothing about holding companies you won't learn if you get access to this program, okay? I'm going to give you the 1 VIP ticket, and then I'll give you the 4 training programs. All you have to do is look in the comments, look in the chat. My team has put their information in the chat. All you have to do is text that number, and they will reach out to you, and they can get you signed up today. It's going to be a business boot camp bundle that we give you access to. And inside of that bundle, there's going to be 5 modules. 1 is going to be for the private link for our virtual boot camp on September the 2nd. And the other 4 will be the 1 year unlimited access you get to our holding company course and startup kit, our asset management course, our creative tax strategy course, and our operational systems and processes course. So if you see the number in the comments, take that number, text that number so we can get you set up and onboarded today. I mean, literally, you pay $97, you could get onboarded today and have instant access to those courses so you can start learning, so you can start training and educating, especially if you want a holding company and you don't want to pay somebody else to do it. We show you in that holding company course how to do it yourself. Let me look at some of the comments here. Lula, good afternoon to you, girl. MD, we love and appreciate you too. Max, YT, he says, what's the solution to having a low lifetime value per customer? What's the solution to having a low lifetime value per customer? If you have a low lifetime value per customer, you probably need to create a better offer for them. You need to create a better offer. You need to have something that has some longevity. If the lifetime value of a customer is low, what he's basically saying is, if you get a client and they come into your front door, if this client or customer comes into your front door and there's a certain dollar amount associated to them coming in, what he's saying is the lifetime value of that customer is too low. So if they stick around for a year, the financial value of that relationship is low. Well, that has a lot to do with how you stack new products, services, and programs, or how you keep building out new creative paths for them to go along for the ride. So like for me, I'm a business consultant, I'm a business coach, I'm an educator. So I have certain products and services that I offer you right here at the front door. Like today. Today is an example. I have an offer for $97. So for $97, you get one VIP ticket, right? This is a prime example. You get 4 courses. So this is a package that we call our business boot camp bundle. So if you go to my website right now, Ramonepreston.com, Ramonepreston University, you won't find this offer. Why? Because our Millionaire Blueprint that these courses are in, it's $997 for a year. You have to pay $997 for a year or $97 a month on a subscription. If you wanted to join me for one of my live events, whether it's a boot camp or a workshop, they are typically anywhere from $297 to $497, and most of them are not even open to the general public because I do more live workshops for my coaching clients who are in my Millionaire Mentorship program. So my point to you is, in order for me to get somebody in my front door, I have to have something that I know is valuable enough, because I know if you wanted to attend a one-day virtual boot camp to learn about holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and operational systems and processes, if there's one that exists with that information together, you're probably going to pay more than $97. And then in addition to that, not only are you getting the boot camp, but you're getting 1 year access to 4 courses on holding companies, tax strategies, asset management, systems and processes, so you can learn how to implement those concepts and principles in your business. So I have to stack a lot of value up front so that someone can come into the door of Ramonepreston Enterprises. Well, once you come into the door of Ramonepreston Enterprises, you are officially a student or you're a client. Truth is, you family to me. I'm going to treat you like family. That's how important you are to me. You're part of my family, my business family or my ministry family or personal. I don't know. But my point is, you're part of the family. It's my job to lead you so that the lifetime value of our relationship continues to make you more money and continues to make me more money. So my lifetime value goes up based on how I lead you to the next product, to the next level of success, whether it's my mentorship program or long-term coaching or some long-term educational program, or maybe we do business in real estate together. So it's my job to create more offers that lead you higher and higher, but that only works if you're going to get results. So that's one way to do it. Let's see here. Jordan, Louisville, Kentucky, back in his house. He says, Ramon, thank you for your repertoire. Wow, that's a big bougie word there. I appreciate you. So ladies and gentlemen, you want to join me for $97. You get one VIP ticket to my upcoming live virtual business bootcamp, and you get 1 year access to 4 courses. If you've ever wanted to learn more and probably everything you need to know about holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and operational systems and processes, these are like 4 wealth building principles. We're giving you 1 year access to those 4 courses along with the VIP ticket for the $97, okay? This is our business bootcamp bundle. All you have to do is look in the comments. I'm making it real easy. My team, my Millionaire concierge, all right, they are in the comments. They have put the word bootcamp. They put a number in there that you can text that word to, or you could just call that number and they can get you signed up, onboarded today, and get instant access to these courses. I would love for you to get access to the courses so that when you join me on the 2nd of September, you've already taken some of the courses. You started it, so now you're familiar with it. You got good quality questions because you are more prepared for the live boot camp. So I love all of you, appreciate all of you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for joining the show. I appreciate all of you for supporting the show and for continuing to give us feedback, continuing to let us know that what we share with you on our social media platforms and channels is helping you. And please, y'all, please, after you text the word bootcamp to that number in the comments, after you get everything situated, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page and turn on your notifications. We have about 9,200 subscribers on YouTube. My team and I, we want to get to 10,000. I know my son does. He's my social media manager. He's our content creator. He definitely wants to get to 10,000. That's just going to make his whole day when he looks up and sees at least 10,000 people subscribed on YouTube. So please help us make that happen. Please be sure to just take a moment, subscribe to my YouTube page, click that bell, the notifications, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Stay in touch, stay connected. I believe the next couple of years are going to be the greatest years for entrepreneurs. We're going to see a transfer of wealth, and I truly believe that God is positioning us as his people to really see something extraordinary happen, not just in ministry and in our communities and families, but in the marketplace as a whole. So thank y'all, love y'all. I'll be back here tomorrow, same place, same time, 12 o'clock noon, right here on the Ramonepreston Show.